For today, we have two special guests and we are focusing on health for this particular episode. And we have someone all the way from California, and we'll start off with having her on our live stream. Can we welcome all the way from California, Jay Pinelli. Hello, Jay. How are you? Okay. Well, you look fabulous.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. And I know it's pretty early in California right now.
Yes.
And thank you so much for waking up early and sharing your story. So may I just start by introducing what actually happened to you, and then you'll take it from there. Essentially, in 2017, there was a big bushfire, kind of, right? In
Wildfires.
Your wildfires. And that created not only havoc to the community, but also you developed some kind of brain fog, right? And perhaps you can tell us and explain what happened to you during that period and thereafter.
Okay, it was 2017, and we had a lot of wildfires in California. It was everywhere, north and south and east. It was carried everywhere. And shortly after that, I started having brain fog, like if you have a head cold, and it wasn't going away. And this carried in from 2017 to 2018. We had more fires, and whatever was burning just caused just the brain fog. I couldn't think straight. I couldn't drive because I was kind of dizzy. It was, and then it developed into having, more allergies.
Yeah.
Before it was like seasonal, and now it became like all year round. It was all 2018 and now 2019, and then 2020 came.
Wow. And you thought that you probably had to live with it, right?
Yes, I'm 60, and I thought, okay, this is, my mom doesn't have this, and I thought my dad doesn't have this. What's going on? And I thought this was the decline of old age. So I was
some kind of dementia, maybe.
I thought I'm getting dementia or something, and it was horrible. It was waking up every day. I have a positive attitude, but waking up just going, oh, this is just horrible. What am I going to do? And there was no way to escape it. It was always here, just surrounding my head and being in the fog. And it was every day, all waking day.
Over those years, you have exhausted all possibilities like doctors.
Yes.
Tell us about it, each time with the hope, but then again, those hopes were shattered.
There wasn't hope. I mean, it got to the point where there wasn't hope, and I felt like this is how I'm going to live, and just get used to it. And I thought it was just going to decline, and I counted, a decade, how much more time am I going to be living like this? And, doctors, they do allergy testing, they do, they put Band-Aids on everything, and they give you antihistamines, they give you decongestants, whatever they can prescribe, and nothing worked. So it just didn't work.
Yeah. And then someone must have introduced to you iTeraCare, and the time when it was being delivered to you, you had an ear-throbbing experience. Tell us about that.
Okay. I was up all night with my left ear felt like it was stabbing, it was throbbing, it hurt so bad. And it was about mid-morning, I was calling, the clinic to go in to see if they can check to see if, what was going on. And, the UPS arrived at the door. I had ordered the wand 3 days before, and wasn't expecting it for like 3 weeks, because I was told there's, it could be 2 to 3 weeks before it would arrive. 3 days comes, I opened the box, and I was like, here it is. I was like, what is this? I had not seen it before. And so I was like, what is this? And I plugged it in, and I literally shoved it. I had no idea what was going on or what it would do, but I just was like, I turned it on and I shoved it on my ear, and I'm like, oh, this feels good.
Okay.
Anything to relieve the pain. And
it worked.
And it worked.
Yeah.
It was almost crazy. So
amazing.
Yeah.
So I guess that's how you became kind of like convinced that this therapy does work on you. And
yes.
So anytime when you have any kind of pain or any problem, the first thing you do is you blow, right? So tell us, recently you had you slept wrongly and you kind of like sprained your neck or something. Tell
I
us about.
slept on my neck wrong, and normally, you can't turn your head, and it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's kind of like frozen, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, it's frozen, it's stuck, and I would take a ball or something, and I would have to massage it normally. And I took the wand and I just started wanding the area, and the pain released. So I was like, what is going on here? And I still didn't get the totality of how powerful this wand is. So it was just one thing after another.
I know. And also the experience, unfortunate one about one of your friends who passed away.
Yeah.
And then you have this emotional blockage. Tell us about that discomfort.
Yeah, so I had a friend of mine pass away, and I had to go up, about an hour away to go help his sister. And walking into his house was just horrible. And I left there, and I was going down these stairs, and my whole lower back started, like, I hadn't lifted anything and haven't done anything to make this happen. So I was walking down the stairs, and there was just pain all around my hip and all around my back. And I had to wait to get home. And I knew that it had been emotional because I hadn't done anything. So I knew that I had like a trapped emotion there. And, the way I was breathing and everything. So I got the wand out and started using the wand on the area, and the pain released there. And it just started lifting my mood, my energy started lifting.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Yeah. So, I mean, would you recommend it to anyone?
Oh, everybody.
They can't stop
Everybody.
you,
I
right,
mean,
from sharing.
honestly, everybody. It's yes.
I know. Well, thank you so much, Jay, for coming forward to share your story. And I'm sure a lot of people watching or viewing, maybe not now, but in the future, they can relate to your kind of problem. And there is hope, right?
There absolutely is hope. Yeah. I mean, 6 years of complete brain fog, and then I can think clear. I can do everything normal now, and I know that I'm just going to go, every day is a better day.
I know. It's amazing. I mean, you got your quality of life back,
I got my quality of life back. And I call this wand my, the energy healing on demand, my chakra cleansing on demand. And it's a positive energy on demand. If you know what on demand is, when you're using your TV, you just click it.
I know.
Yeah, this is instant on demand, raising your vibe. Absolutely.
You just have to carry it everywhere. Even when you go on vacation, you can't live without it. You just have to bring it along.
I did. I took it to Hawaii with me, and used it in Hawaii. I carried it on the airplane with me. I thought, I don't want them taking it off my luggage, So I carried it with me.
Yeah, well, it's really wonderful that you have found something that can really help you 24/7. And wow, thank you so much, Jay, for coming forward, and all the very best to you. And do share it, because I believe there's a lot of people just waiting for you to call. All right. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
Okay, there you have it. And amazing story, isn't it? Now we have another guest all the way from Bulgaria, and Jamie Sim. Before I show him, right? Let me just highlight his background. What happened to him 20 years ago? He had a very bad accident, and before that, he has never broken any part of his body, his bone, right? But my goodness, 20 years ago. So I'll get him to relate that to you guys. And let's welcome Jamie Sim. Jamie, you have to unmute yourself. Welcome. Thank you so much for, you have to unmute yourself, Jamie. Yeah. Welcome. And
thank you.
I think this is the first time that I have someone from Bulgaria in this live stream. Welcome. You're the first.
Thank you.
And sorry for having to take you back to 20 years ago,
Okay.
where you had a nasty accident. Tell us about your injury as a result of that accident.
Well, I'd never broken a bone before this day, and I wake up in hospital 1 week later with 10 broken bones. So I broke my pelvis in 2 places, I broke 6 ribs, I broke my sternum, I broke my nose, and I broke the base of my skull. They had to drill a hole in my head right here. You can see the dent slightly.
Wow.
That's relieving pressure. They had to stick tubes in my lungs. I was put into a drug-induced coma for a week. And then a week later, they wake me up. My dad was there, the nurse was there, they called my name out saying, Jamie, wake up. And I woke up in hospital, didn't know why I was there. And they said, you've been in a car accident and you've broken they said 9 bones. So I broke my nose too, because it's slightly bent. They didn't count that one. And a week after that, I had to go into surgery to have my pelvis bolted back together. But where my whole leg lifted up towards my rib cage. And when they pulled my leg back down to bolt it together, they didn't pull it back down far enough. So it's up and twisted slightly. So ever since then, I've had back pain like you wouldn't believe.
Wow.
And yeah, just
so it's
constant pain.
like I think you mentioned to me it's about 1 inch shorter, kind of
it's
alignment.
1 inch, right? Yeah, shorter, yeah.
So the weight will be imbalanced, kind of like, you know.
Yeah, my whole alignment's out. And I developed 2 kinks in my back.
Wow.
One around the middle and my lower spine. And I couldn't lie on my left side to go to sleep at all because I'd just be in agony. And now we have the iTeraCare.
Yeah. So it's been like how many years before you found iTera? It must be more than 10 years. I mean,
yeah, it's been 20 years.
20 years.
20
Wow.
years. I found the iTeraCare in February.
Yeah, 20 years.
And I didn't start using it until March.
I'm with you, man. I mean, that's a lot of discomfort. And tell us, okay, so when you got the iTeraCare, you wanted the water, you drank the water, you wanted yourself. I mean, how did you do it? Yeah.
When I got the iTeraCare, it just sat in the box for a week. My fiance was in Spain for family matters, but the day she arrived back, we used the iTeraCare on the water, and we found out the water becomes like so smooth to drink. And then I laid on the lounge and used it on my chest and stomach for 20 minutes. And after that 20 minutes, I felt really tired. But after that, I flipped onto my stomach and I asked my fiance to apply the frequency to my back and my neck. And each day I used the iTeraCare, the pain just got less and less and less. And by the 2 weeks, the end of the 2 weeks, I woke up and I stood up with 0 pain at all.
Wow.
Because usually I'm when I wake up, I'm grabbing my back and my right hip. Oh, this is really painful. But now there's absolutely nothing.
Wow, amazing. I don't know. I'm just trying to understand why you have that pain. I think it could be caused by, of course, the 1 inch difference, but that in a way caused the inflammation in your body that created the pain, and somehow the iTeraCare must have relieved that inflammation, and therefore you have 0 pain right now. I mean, wow, that changes your life, your mood and everything, right? Even though you probably have gotten used to it, but imagine if you don't have iTeraCare, it could have gotten worse, right? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Now I feel like I'm 20.
Amazing.
And my mental clarity is sharp.
Yeah, because it's frequency, isn't it? And we are all, well, I've always maintained that we are energy. So when you raise your frequency, everything is crystal clear. Everything is just, our cells will behave what it should be behaving in the first place, if not for all the food and all the toxins and everything that we have allowed to get inside our system. Well, it's great to hear that. And I understand you're also a distributor, right? I mean, now that you have gotten something that works for yourself, tell us. I mean, you find it sharing with people out there.
At the end of April, I was speaking to my fiance and I said, if we don't start distributing this to the world, we're going to regret it because this is something amazing. This is a godsend.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing what this thing can do, what this device can do to help your body heal itself.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why, when I do seminars, I always say that it's not the device that heals you. It's actually the device raises your frequency, and in the process, your cells are energized and you heal yourself, basically, because your cells are able to function normally. Well,
exactly.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you for coming forward to share this story. And I'm so happy that you're suffering.
And I want to thank, I want to thank the Shang Health International for designing this device, and also Prife International for distributing the device to the world.
Yes, truly amazing. This is where we can change lives and give people hope again. Thank you, Jay.
No problem. Thank you very much.
All right. So there you have it from Jamie. And You have also heard earlier from Jay. Well, you just have to keep an open mind. If you have whatever situation you're in right now, give it a go because you never know what this iTeraCare can do for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Medical disclaimers. iTera Classic and iTera Pro are not medical devices. The information provided on our website is for educational purposes only and does not substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult a medical professional or healthcare provider if you are seeking medical advice, diagnoses, or treatment. Prife International shall not be liable for risks or issues associated with using or acting upon the information on our website. Prife International shall not be liable or responsible for the actions, misrepresentations, or negligence of our members who are independent contractors.